So, friends, welcome. Wishing you a belated, very happy new year. I had some personal problems so that could not upload videos in for some time. And I'm in the process of making my website, banktechskills.com, wherein I'm trying to add as many topics as possible besides Finacle, so you can join in. So, some of you were commenting that it's not available on the Google. So I've yet to launch it. So kindly wait for at least 10 to 15 days. Hopefully by 26 Jan or month and we shall be able to do it. So I'm in the process of making content for that, right? Finacle content is ready. So thanks for all of you for your support, for your subscribing my YouTube channels. Please ask your friends, those who are already working in the bank or those who are planning to join the bank, to do subscribe to my channel, YouTube channel, and join my website also, wherein they can have a lot of material for their personal growth. And this is my sincere and honest endeavor to help each one, all of you, to grow and have a successful life in future. So today we shall discuss how to print a TD receipt. What is the command for that? If that is lost, how to print a duplicate demand receipt of fixed deposit, and how to extend a term deposit also, right? So extension is done before maturity, right? Renewal is done after the date of maturity or on date of the maturity. So extension is done before the date of maturity. This is done by the customers so as to take the advantage of any rise in the rate of interest generally, right? So let's go with the slides, and you'll have a lot of live videos on my website, but these are the PPTs. I'm trying to share some commands so you can make notes of it. So when you see videos on my YouTube channel, videos on my website, I think you'll be able to connect better. So this is my very humble effort to help my young millennial bankers who are already working or who have the aim, because it's a growing industry. Banking is a growing industry, so you can raise your career here also, right? So before printing the deposit receipt, the user has to make sure that the FDR inventory is available in the branch location, right? So whosoever is printing the fixed deposit, he got to have that inventory, right, in his location. Otherwise, system won't allow it, and that has to match with whatever has been entered in the system, right? User to invoke menu option Hdrp by entering the same in menu shortcut field and clicking on go here, right? So from account ID, you can print many FDRs also. Suppose in a branch, let's say in a day, 10 FDRs were made. So all those 10 can be printed at a time also by entering from account number to account number, right? Or you can choose one account number also, right? Or you can choose KIF IDs also alternatively. So whatever FDR is connected with that KIF, or some people call it SIF, it will be automatically printed here. Then click on go. This is the screenshot that you will get it. You can see here right hand side, you'll type the command Hdrp to demand receipt printing, right? So this is branch code CCY INR will automatically appear here. Here you can write from account ID to account ID, right? Or you can write KIF ID also. You can see here KIF ID also here, right? And click on go here. Move on to next slide. Print entry. Select the record by clicking on the checkbox. Left hand side, you must have seen the checkbox was there, right? So as soon as I'll take you to the next slide, it will be there. A box will be there on the left hand side. Whatever FDRs you want to print, you click on that and print. Accept. Click on accept button. System displays next detail screen. So this is here. So you can see here, this is the button, that squarish rectangle, right, where you have to tick, right, here left hand side, right? As I was saying here, select the record by clicking on the checkbox. So this is the checkbox here, right? So this or you can select as many as you like, and top FDRs will be printed in queue, and confirm the number mentioned in the print serial number. Automatically system will show what is the next print serial number of the fixed deposit, right? Account number is different. Print serial number on the inventory of the fixed deposit is different. To be sure of that, account number is different and print serial number matches with the number mentioned on the physical FDR, right? User to make sure that both numbers match each other. and then submit, right? So click on submit here, you get this field here, right? If ID is here, print serial number, you can see here this, right? This will be the number printed on the fixed deposit receipt. This has to match with the fixed deposit that is being printed. Make sure that it tallies here, otherwise it will be a mix up of fixed deposits, right? So account number and print a serial number of the fixed deposits are two different things, remember this. And left hand side button as the column number 6 here, button number 6, click on submit, you get this screen here, right? This is printed. This gives you a preview. This gives you date of opening, maturity date, maturity value, who is the person who has made the FDR, what is his address, right? Click on print button and print receipt and confirm, right? So here left hand side at point 7 you can see print here. Click on this tab here, you get this deposit receipts print, right? Okay. The deposit receipts are printed successfully. For printing of duplicate term deposit, if customer says I have lost a deposit receipt, we can give him a duplicate also. Command for that is Hdurp, right? So du for duplicate, rp for receipt print, right? Earlier we had Hdrp, here du is also coming. So du is for duplicate. Hdurp, printing of duplicate term deposit receipt. This is the menu command. Before printing the deposit receipt, the user has to make sure that FDR inventory is available in the branch location. User to invoke menu option Hdurp by entering the same in the menu shortcut field and clicking on go. System displays the deposit receipt print duplicate criteria screen, right? So KIF ID you can write, or you can write from account ID to so and so account ID. You can choose many accounts also, or you can choose one account for printing. So all FDRs in a day can be printed at the end of the day also, or at whatever time the employee feels or the officer feels is right to print those FDRs, right? Click on go here. The same field appears here, right? You can see here KIF ID we have entered here, and click on go here. Nothing you don't have to enter anything else here, right? Print entry, select the record by clicking on the checkbox as we have done as Hdrp. Note that original deposit receipt number will be seen in the original certificate alpha serial number. Now, as soon as this command is run, system automatically takes that original deposit receipt number will be seen in the certificate alpha and serial number, right? Click on accept button. This point is very, very important. Please remember this, right? Confirm the system generates number with the number mentioned in the physical FDR, right? So whatever the number is mentioned on the inventory of fixed deposit has to be same. User to make sure that both numbers match with each other. Note original receipt number is mentioned in printing remarks field. And click on submit, and this screen appears same as we saw in Hdrp. So this should tally with whatever is seen here, and the physical fixed deposit that is being printed here, this should match. Remember this, right? So nothing has to be seen here, this will be automatically populated what we had entered while making a fixed deposit receipt in the system, and submit here, right? Button number 6, submit here. Again same as it was shown earlier also. It will give you the date of deposit, maturity date, principal amount, maturity amount, right? If it is quarterly or monthly interest, it will show you interest quarterly, what will be paid, and click on print button. This is printed. Next is for extension modification. In process of modification and verification of existing term deposits account. Suppose someone wants to add a name, or wants to nominate, or he wants to change the nominee, right? So for savings current it is HACM only, but in case of term deposit it is HACM term deposit TD here. For any addition of nomination, any change of nomination, any cancellation of nomination, addition, right, this has to be done here. So process of modification, verification in existing term deposit similar to process of savings account. So that has been explained in your CASA module. So same is here also, only term deposit TD is there in the suffixed with the command here. While verifying the modifying records, authorizer will compulsorily have to visit general interest tab, general tab, tax and schemes and renewal closure tabs, nominations, related party tabs, additional info tabs has to be visited even if no modification has been done here. And another important command for entering 15G, 15H. I hope you are aware what is 15G and 15H is. So these are given by the senior citizens and other than senior citizens, right? So 15G by senior citizens when they are not in the taxable income. So that if they earn interest more than 50,000 in fixed deposit, no TDS will be deducted, right? So it is an undertaking given, and it should be obtained and should be given by the customer in the first quarter of the each financial year. And command to enter that is MTDSE. Remember this. Note it down, MTDSE for updating 15G and 15H. It gives a receipt also, it generates a receipt also. The customer should have the receipt. Yes, I informed the bank that no TDS should be deducted. Now, TDS rules have been changed in the last budget onward. If the senior citizens is getting more than 50,000 in a fixed deposit, in any bank, TDS has to be deducted at 10% if PAN number is there. Otherwise, 20% if PAN number is not there, right? And 15H is for other than senior citizens. So this is a very important point that all of you should remember here. Now this is for extending term deposits. Generally, extension is done when bank increases rate of interest. Suppose I made an FDR last month at the rate of interest, let's say 8%, and today bank changes to 9% for the same period. Now I don't want to lose on that 1%. So tomorrow I can come to the branch and I can say, you extend the fixed deposit for further 2 years or 3 years, whatever the period may be. From tomorrow onwards, the rate of interest will be 9%. So I'll be gaining on 9% also without losing anything, right? Otherwise, renewal is done after the maturity. This is done before the maturity of fixed deposit. So user to invoke menu option Htdext for extension by entering the same in menu shortcut field and clicking on go. System displays term deposit extension criteria screen here. You can see here, right? So this is the original amount that he has deposited, 25,000. So we can change the date from here. Value date will automatically populate here. Whatever maturity date he wants, for how many months and period does he want it, right? So this will be automatically, maturity date will be updated here, right? So you can see here, this is the value date here, 14 here. This is the old system, right? For 3 years it has become to 17. So this is how we can renew under scheme tab details. Remember this, scheme tab details. As soon as you do Hacmtd, scheme tab details will open, wherein you can change the amount also of the fixed deposit as well as period of the extension of the fixed deposit, right? So a repayment account ID should be entered here. Whenever it is due, it will be credited in his savings or operative savings account, right? Or he can break deposit also into multiples, right? So various options are available here, wherein he can customer can give any mandate to us, right? So you can see here account opening date automatically when this fixed deposit was opened. Value date we have changed here, right? So this is for period, yeah. Now deposit period we can change it here, right? How many months? This is for months, this is for days, and automatically maturity date changes here, right? So this is how we can modify. And if we go on to general tab details, scheme tab details, you can see here there will be here nominations. So here it is no. You change it to Y and go to nomination tab here. Where is it? Here it is. Add the nominees detail, enter SKF ID if he is the customer. If he is not, enter all his details given by the account holder, and we submit after doing this. But verifier has to visit all the tabs, general tabs, interest tabs, scheme tab, deposit details, flow details, related party details, nomination if it is changed, related party details, and additional info. It has to be visited, right? So verifier has to visit all these tabs, and using the same menu command but function as V. At Hacmtd, we chose the function as modification, modify, right? So, function here, when we are extending, select E, a term account ID, right? Click on go. System displays terms deposit extension details here, right? So I entered here, E entered, right? You can see here As soon as I entered here E and click on go here, I get this enter months in left hand side, days in the right hand side. You can change the number of the tenor of the fixed deposit. So you can see here new scheme code will automatically populate under which scheme this deposit was made earlier. And you can see here new deposit period, you can change it to 5 years, right, or 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, up to 10 years this can be changed, right. Don't have to do anything here, right, click on submit, it will be extended automatically. So this is how we extend so this earlier I had shown this was for change of nomination tabs here, this one Hacmtd. When you make it to no to yes here in the scheme tab, then you go to nomination tab. So this was for Hacmtd for changing or cancelling or adding any nomination in a fixed deposit. This is for extension Htdext, right. The function is E extend. Enter the account ID. Automatically you change the period here. You can change it to 60 or you can change it to 6 years, 7 years, whatever you want, right. And whatever exceptions are coming, accepted after reading it. Click on accept and your fixed deposit is extended successfully. And this has to be verified, right. So I think we discussed how to print a receipt Hdrp, duplicate Hdurp, then any modification Hacmtd for in nominations, then Htdext for extending fixed deposit before maturity date. So I hope something of useful was conveyed to you through this video. I'm really humbled and what should I say, gratitude to all of you for subscribing to my channel. Trust me, this is my personal real endeavor to help all the young millennial bankers so that they can have the best of knowledge, best of technology, and best of whatever services or help can be provided under a website. So my website shall be launched hopefully by the end of the next month, this month, banktechskills.com, wherein lot of material, I'm in the process of making a lot of videos and uploading a lot of material on it, so that you have a 360-degree support from my side, so that you don't feel any difficulty in your life and career, and you're able to grow and rise and shine, right. So I would love to have your comments, any changes you want, but you'll have to, for further upgradation, you will have to join my website, right. So any suggestions, please put in the YouTube and ask your friends and colleagues. I think they will love it. They'll gain something of substantial amount from these videos. So it was a lovely interacting with all of you after such a long time. All the success and best wishes. See you. Be connected. Thank you.